Welcome back everybody, How To Tech Studio here with possibly the most important video on Pokemon Go spoofing that we have ever done. This is for anyone who's on iOS, Android, PC, doesn't matter. This is so important for all of you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure that when you like this video, hit subscribe and set up the notification bell because this is the best place to be for any Pokemon Go spoofing stuff. Our community is the place to be because we have so many things coming up in the future. Now, as we said, this is for any single person who is Pokemon Go spoofing, whether you're brand new to it or you're a veteran like me. This is really, really important to get hold of. Of course, you're going to need to know how to spoof anyway. If you're on iOS, we have a link in the description on how to get it. If you're on Android, we have a link in the description on how to get it. And if you use PC, guess what? We have a link in the description on how to get it. So if you haven't got any Pokemon Go spoofing app at the moment, go and check those links out and then come back to this very important video. Now, this important video is going to make it so that you guys can spoof safely, your accounts don't get banned, and Pokemon will not flee on you. Okay, so you can still use your Pokemon catching techniques, you can still use your spinning your Pokestops, you can still go to raids, etc, etc. So you need to pay attention to the whole thing. Now, we're going to go through what a cooldown period is, and we're also going to go through what happens if you don't do it, okay? So, the way that the app works is basically you are in a physical location. So, for example, I'm in Pier 39 right now, or at least Niantic thinks I am. If you interact with something in the game, that is a Pokemon, that is a Pokestop, that is a raid, that is something that tells the server where you are, then that will automatically tell Niantic where you are in the world. Now, they realise that this is a game where you're supposed to be walking about. Now, they have put in checks to make sure that you can't just randomly be somewhere and then be somewhere else that's thousands of miles away in a split second. Now, that is what's called a cooldown period. Now, if you were to go, for example, from London to the middle of San Francisco, like I do usually, then you will have to wait a certain amount of time. On the screen in front of you, you will see a chart that we have made. Now, this is a cooldown chart that shows you the distance travelled and how long you will have to wait. Now, when I say you have to wait, that means that you have to wait this time before interacting with the servers, okay? So that means you have to wait this time before you tap on a Pokemon, before you enter a raid, before you spin a Pokestop, etc, etc. You have to wait this time because this is the check that they have put in. If you don't wait this time, then you will get something called a soft ban. Now, when a soft ban happens, that means that then Pokestops won't spin, Pokemon will always flee on you, you won't be able to enter raids and so on, just like it says on the screen in front of you. Now, if you continuously get soft bans, okay, you continuously get them, then Niantic know that you are spoofing. And then that's when you start to get your account hard banned. And as you can see, there are 3 different levels. This is why this video is so important. We don't want any of you to start getting your accounts banned. You have to spoof safely and you have to follow by the cooldown and soft ban rules. It is as simple as that. So to recap, you have to make sure that you are using the cooldown. If you're in IPOGO, for example, like I am, you can actually tap on the settings and then you can scroll all the way down and there is actually a cooldown timer here that you can turn on and you can set the timer if you teleport around the world. Now, I'm actually going to give myself a soft ban just to show you what happens. So let's say that I go and gonna teleport to, I don't know, let's go to Sao Paulo in Brazil. Now I'm going to teleport. Now, as you can see here, it says, are you sure you want to proceed? Cooldown will be approximately 108 minutes. Now, if I ignore that, and I think, do you know what, I can do this, it's fine. I'm just going to go and catch any Pokemon I like and spoof around. Now, I can tell you now for free that you will get a soft ban. So I'm actually going to go ahead and give myself a soft ban. So I'm walking about here. You can see that everything's loaded. I'm going to go and try and catch something. Let's try and catch this guy. And it's fled. Now that means that I have interacted with the Niantic servers and it has fled. So all of the Pokemon are now going to start fleeing on me. I'm not going to be able to do any of the Pokestops. So let's try and spin a Pokestop. Nothing. And it will not work. So this is a case and point that I see so many people doing. They do not abide by the cooldown period. Now this means I'm now soft banned. So I now have to wait 2 hours or however long it may be. Remember, looking at that chart, let's say I only travelled, I don't know, 100 kilometres, then I would only have to wait 30 minutes. But because I've travelled over the limited time, I've travelled 10,000 kilometres, then I have to wait the whole 2 hours. Now, as I said, I'm now being soft banned. Now, I could then travel back, and I might then get another soft ban, and so on and so on. The Antic are then going to flag that up and say, this person is spoofing, let's ban his account. So please, please make sure that you are being super safe with how to do this. Now, I want to also show you how to specifically snipe a given Pokemon. As you can see on the screen, there is a 3-step way of sniping a specific Pokemon. Once you gather the coordinates, now you can get those from our Discord, or we have another Discord in the in the description. You can get those coordinates for specific Pokemon. Let's say, for example, you're hunting down a Ditto. Now, you can put those coordinates in and hit OK and teleport to that Pokemon. Then when you tap on that Pokemon, you then leave it on the screen. Okay, go ahead, go and do something else. Don't quit the app. Don't let your phone turn off, because then the cooldown will not continue. So you have to tap on the Pokemon and then wait that cooldown period. Most of the time it will be 2 hours. You then wait, then you can then capture it. Okay, then you can then teleport back to where you were and then wait another 2 hours. It might seem laborious, it might seem time consuming, but it's the only way of spoofing safely. So please, to recap, look on the screen in front of you. There is a timetable of cooldown periods you must abide by when teleporting around, and I would always recommend, do not spoof specific Pokemon much. You should stay in one location really and use the joystick to enact and make sure that the server thinks that you are actually walking around. Remember, please make sure you check the links in the description on the best settings you can have. We've also got more videos about IPOGO versus Spoofer X coming up, giveaways, and so much more. So check out our links in the description and on our channel. And remember, when you like this video, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you can always send us a super thanks as well to support our channel to help us create more videos for you. This has been How To Tech Studio, with possibly the most important spoofing video for anyone on iOS, Android, PC, whatever it is, and make sure you come back to another video. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you soon.